Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're back again from Nassau at the Bahamas, beautiful Caribbean island. That was the last and final day of the individual events at the 2018 Junior Judo World Championships. I'm once again delighted to be joined by my colleague, Mr. Sheldon from Gorooks. Good evening, Sheldon.
Good evening, Sandra.
Did you have a good day?
Good evening, everyone at home. Yeah, I had a good day.
Good.
Enjoyed that, yeah.
Great. So Europe managed to get a total number of 12 medals, record number of medals for the day this week. And just quickly, what are your thoughts, Sheldon?
Yeah, I mean, not everything went the way of the Europeans. There were a couple of surprises, but that's the way it is in judo. I suppose that's the way it is in sport, and that's the way it is in life sometimes. You know, but I think that most people will go away happy with their performances. Let's take a look then, first of all, at the under 78 kilo category, and there was a terrific performance by Carla Prodan of Croatia, getting all the way to the final and losing out to Wada Rinoko of Japan. It was a good effort.
Good effort, yeah. I think there is no surprise, although we expected Carla Prodan on the podium, but she walked through, pretty much walked in the park through the final. I think it was very clear, and her performance was really good today. And we also had two bronze medals. Would you like to introduce them, Sheldon, please?
Patrícia Sampaio of Portugal. She started the day off as the number one seed, lost to the eventual gold medalist, and then Shelley Ludford, I thought, was terrific. That was great from her, from Great Britain.
Yes, and if you look at the wins and the losses, the two bronze medalists, only lost against the finalists. So really, it was a strong performance from the podium finishers in the under 78 kilogram category. Right, moving on to the under 100 kilogram category. What did we have today?
Well, this was really, for me, the biggest turnaround of any of the weight categories today, because 1, 2, 3 and 4, none of the top 4 seeds ended up taking a medal. They were all there or thereabout, but they, the medals went to different people. The silver medal winner, Simeon Katarina of the Netherlands, that was close. I think just in the final there was one single moment when he lost out, and but up until that point, Sakini was looking as though he was on the back foot, the Japanese, and then there was just one moment when he pushed him just that little bit, and after that Katarina kind of lost it, and then eventually went over on a single score.
Yeah. He wanted it so badly that he just went forward, and then it cost him the contest. But yeah, he did a great job, and especially defeating potential gold medal hopes, if you like. That was on his Sanablidze. I'm sure everyone expected him on the podium, but rather in the final, and that was actually Katarina from the Netherlands, who really put on a good show against Sanablidze and made it clear that he's the better of the two today. It wasn't a too close contest. It wasn't a 50-50 to me. I think it was clear that Katarina just had a better form and he was in a better shape today.
Well, Sanablidze ended up on the podium, but it was in the bronze medal position, and he stood alongside Iwo Baranowski of Poland, who I thought was one of the finds of the day. He was in the top half of the draw, and he lost out to the eventual gold medalist again. So when you've got a fighter that gets that close and ends up losing to the eventual gold medalist, you can't say that was in any way a disappointment. Yeah, that was a good job. So those three medals then, Katarina, Sanablidze and Baranowski.
Great. Let's move on to the over 78 kilogram category, where Europe managed to pick up two medals. So in the final we didn't have any European athletes. Japan took the gold. However, we had two bronze medalists. One of them was Laura Fissau of France, and the other one was won by René Lusch from Germany. Any thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, the most unlucky fighter in the weight category had to be Zhighet Mercedes, who lost out in the semi-final and then lost out in the bronze medal match. So that was unfortunate. However, Laura Fissau of France picked up a bronze medal, and René Lucht picked up a bronze medal too, and that was an extremely hard fought contest. It wasn't the most attractive, but sometimes you've got to dig deep. It's not always going to be the most attractive, and sorry, there isn't anything else we can say about that.
Yeah,
just didn't look that nice. Hey, she's on the list as having won a bronze medal at the Junior World Championships. No one's going to take that away from her. The gold medal and silver medal winners this was an extremely difficult weight category because Beatrice Souza is the number 10 on the IGF World Ranking list. So as a junior, that was always going to be a tough hurdle to climb. She knocked out a couple of Europeans on the way, and then the eventual gold medal winner, Kodama Hikaru, was the silver medalist here last year. So again, a very, very difficult weight category.
She knows how to get down to business there. Right, over 100 kilogram category, so an all European final block. So we were guaranteed 4 medals. It was only the question of which way those medals are going to go. So let's start with the final, and that was Georgia versus Austria. Stefan Hegyi, another silver again. I mean, he's been out with injury. He's still a bit injured, as I was told. So I think, considering his circumstances and his recent injuries yet to deal with, I think the silver medal is a good day for him.
Well, irrespective of how strong the Georgians are in whichever weight category you want to pick, going into that final, Stefan Hegyi had to be, you know, the favourite. It's not an upset because Gela Zalishvili, you know, has got some stuff about him, and they had 3 meetings before, and Gela had won one of them. The first time that they fought, he had actually beaten him at the Junior Europeans way back in Sofia in 2015, I think. So, you know, the signs were there. But even when he did beat him, he looked surprised himself. He sat up there as if to say, "I can't believe that I've done it." Because on the last 2 occasions he'd lost to him. So a bit of a turnaround there, and Zalishvili, you know, almost came away with stealing the Player of the Day title simply because he happened to knock off, you know, one of the best players that turned up. And then we ended up with both the bronze medals as well. Eric Abramov, he was really looking good early on during the day. The German, there was lots of support for him as well. And then Jamal Gamzatkanov of Russia. Real disappointment in the head-to-head with Kaitov in the final. Don't know what to say about that. Just once in a while you'll get 2 fighters who are just so evenly matched that there's very little that you can do about it. But you know,
especially when they both from the same country, as they train together is very high.
Yeah.
Right, so this is it, right?
Except for the team event.
Well,
tomorrow.
From today. Team event tomorrow, we have 7 teams, and it will start at 1 o'clock local time. So look out for the time difference wherever you are, and it starts at 1 o'clock local time. And for now, it's goodbye.